hello. Hey, how's your day going? How you doing? And what's your number? Welcome to part 3 of my playthrough of Jackpot Crash Course, and probably the last one for now. If you haven't seen the other parts, you should probably go check them out first. This is not my first playthrough, and I'm gonna be skipping around a lot to like specific points. I am going to be playing the last route of this version of the game, which is Chapter 1, Part 1. So without any further ado, let's go. We can skip through this by now. I've seen it a few times. Bet and forgive. You know, we haven't seen a lot of blood or gore yet. We've seen a bit of a electrocution mark, but that's about it. You know, Ranch actually uploaded a newer version of the game around yesterday. However, this is still the old version because I want to see if something happens if I get all of the routes done in on the same version. Yeah. All right, here we go. You know, what is this slot machine for? Like, what is this slot machine for? It only has a crowbar, a bowl, a brutal, and a bowl. Like you're gonna get brutal bowl either way. Like, what? Why? Why is Eddie's Lucky Charm a crowbar? Feels very odd to me. I wonder what this guy's history exactly is. Well, good luck. Even though this is probably scripted. So I do have a partner. Okay, hello, Benny. We're just gonna skip you red for now. Thank God this is the first sync game to have a fast button. You know what? You should go all in. I'm not doing that. Pick the number you wish to bet on. Alright, let's do it! Let's goddamn do it! Let's put it all of it on black. Let's put all of it on black. I shouldn't go all in. Okay, come on, Eddie. Bet 9 chips. just like 9 on the very first round. See how that goes. $23. Well, that's red. Crap. Good job. You're already down to 1? Yeah, because I bet everything. Would you cut that out already? Man, they haven't been talking a whole lot in this conversation, so like this is a lot more sudden. Wait, why is the fast button not here? For that. Don't much of a choice where the wheel lands, pal. No, seriously, why is the fast option off? It's not my fault, it's the first time I've gotten arrested. What exactly is Eddie talking about? Like, I'm really curious on what this guy's deal is. Just what exactly is he talking about? Genuinely, what is Eddie's whole backstory in this? How much does he bet, actually? He bets 10! Wow! Rules. Yeah, you're at the... Wait, I can say it again now? In my first playthrough, this option disappeared, but now it didn't. That's, I guess, another bug. I don't know, that is very odd. Yeah. So, okay. We both lose. Alright, let's go. Bet on red, how much are you betting? You don't have enough chips. Okay, one. You know, what happens if this actually runs out? What happens if time runs out? I'm just gonna wait. I shouldn't waste the round. Like, what happens if time runs out? Ball end on 13. What? Wait, what? What? Wait, what happened? Wait, huh? Huh? Did he both lose? Did it land on 1, 2? It all right. Genuinely, why is the fast feature not working? Oh, there we go. Still, why is all the pixel art blurry?
Theo heeft het. Wat? Of nasi voor jou? Wat wil jij?
Wat hebben we erbij?
Worst?
Kersenworst? Doe maar hutspot, I guess.
Ja, is misschien wel worst.
Okay, yeah. Sorry for the interruption. Something came up. Elevator hitch joke. Goodbye, Eddie. Jackpot Crash Course. Third time. Third time's the charm. Oi! Spotted another one. Interesting how it immediately calls him Mr. Gates. Vic being unamused makes sense now. Modus to start. 13 have fooled themselves to meet you here tonight. I still get. There is still that one pair where both of them die. You know, why is Rook pulling on this guy's ear? Like, genuinely, like, why? How did two die? How? Hey, Sandbag, maybe this is not a good idea? Hey guys! Alright, let's go! Wait, there's special sprites for going up and down stairs? Oh no, wait, I was just confused with the running sprite. Whoops. Alright! Let's change course for the jackpot! Poor thing. Should we help him as well? I don't think getting further involved with him is the play. Still need to look out for ourselves. Besides, haven't you heard the news? Lots to investigate now. We wouldn't want to waste that limited time we have. Investigation, as if it isn't just slowly walking around and looking at things. This is serious! It's practically a given that everyone else's first move would be to explore each room and get used to the area. Thankfully, the plan I have in mind goes beyond that. I want to look further into what the production side of words. I want to look further into the producer side of things. That's just the bare minimum the game allows you to see. You seem like the type to go missing under mysterious circumstances that the staff thinks you have bad. Exactly my point! The whole place is an arbitrary field set. Think about all the different layers that could be surrounding it. There's not a chance these walls don't have something hidden behind them. Hell, or under the floors! Don't even get me started on the vents. If I were to guarantee one thing, that there's always some kind of reward that comes from being thorough. We could find something that'll help us in the next game! Sounds promising. But I'm more worried about any of us getting into some serious trouble for this. It'd be awful to see you two hurt. It's got to be a loophole we're overlooking. Suggest an excuse. You'll be joining this group for investigations. Are you sure? Yes. The only thing we were told was to familiarize ourselves with the area. Just tell them you were doing that if you get caught. How long has he been standing there? For the entire rant. And you didn't think to tell me? Oh, I thought you already knew. Sorry about that. Well, if you don't mind me, we're trying to have a private discussion. You can go along and... What he said isn't too bad of an idea, though. Not that they punish anyone when they haven't explained the this in the first place. Most likely just let us off with a warning. It was alright with everyone I could tag along. I was planning to do the same anyway, so... Sure, I don't see a problem with that. I do. He just came up with an excuse for you. Well, but still, shouldn't you ask for my opinion before letting all this in on it? Oh, sorry, was I supposed to? Oh my god, these three idiots! I should have gone with them the first time. Vega is completely, utterly insane and paranoid, like his title suggests, and this guy is just trying to be nice. He just likes plants, and then there's the menace. Oh, I love this. Why? It's not like you're the leader anyway. Of course I'm the... I mean, well... Technically, we didn't make a vote or anything, but I did come up with a plan. And was the one to recruit you two for the specific reason, while he's... In that case, we can take a vote right now. Would that make you happy? I mean, I could just leave. I vote for the bald guy. Oh? Oh, no, I'm not sure who to vote for yet. Vote for the bald guy. Don't. Works for me. All settled then. Cheers to our new leader! Okay, this is just mature dude comes in contact with just idiots that just are happy and enjoy. He is depressed, he is sad, he is troubled, and then these two guys are just having a jolly time while this guy is going crazy. No thanks, really, guys. Oh, I'm sorry you didn't get the position you wanted. Would you like to do the vice leader instead? No, it's all good. Perfectly pleased with the results. If this is what the people want, then who am I to argue? I suddenly kid Vega a lot. Someone's taking this well. Show us the way, leader. This better not become a whole thing. It's gonna become a whole thing! Alright, you shouldn't waste any more time. Let's split up and search for... But shouldn't we introduce ourselves to our leader before that? What, are you going to suggest playing Icebreakers or Truth or Dare while we're at it? Just so you know, I'm not risking revealing any personal information down here. Yeah, no offense, but I'd rather jump in front of a truck. I actually kind of agree with her. Oh, I was just thinking about sharing our names. I'm coming. Nice to have you as our leader. The little ladybug is Poppy. She and I were partners on their group. What? What? Wait, hold on here. Hold on. You two were partners. That means There's 2 duos that died somehow? How did that happen? How? How? Literally how? Like, is it? Like, what? What? Okay, so I know for a fact that Vega and Elise killed someone. Vega had blood and had to have a switch of code, while Elise, like, explicitly says it. So then we have 13 contestants. We have 10 that were paired up with each other. 10! That means that, like, okay, and 2 that guaranteed killed someone else. Like, the only one that's not here is Cecilia. Wait, no, Cecilia was with Rook. Who's the odd one out? Not Vic, not him, not... What? Oh, aim in the chat. Not Vic. What was... God damn it, there are so many characters, I keep forgetting the lineup. Right! Maneki! So, Maneki killed someone. If all 3 of them killed someone, that still leaves 4 people unaccounted for. How did this happen? And this eager investigator is... Don't you dare tell him mine! Vega! I heard you were gay. Oh, any work's fine. Not important. Are we done here? We should start with the backstage first before going any further. Alright, so, I just got called to dinner. So, I'll be back. I'll probably just put an edit here, like, alright, I'll see you in the future after I eat dinner. Alright, hello, I'm back. I have just eaten some dinner. There should be a jump cut for you guys. It was a lovely dinner. It was made by my father and his girlfriend. It was a nice dinner. They made some, like, they made some, what's the English word for it? I don't know, just, potatoes, carrots, meat, I guess. It was lovely. Anyways. I've never been in a backstage area before. Feels very obscure. Come to think of it, I don't think I've ever been to a regular stage either. Do these concrete areas weird you out too? I guess, yeah. Easy to get caught up in the bright lights and theming, but they're this bizarre reminder that it's all still meant to be a prison. Well, you don't need to make it sound so creepy. No, it's more reassuring to me than anything else. I'd also prefer if they were more blatant with it. It feels more honest than treating this place like a fancy resort. This room is having reinforced concrete and brick walls and somewhat odd. For a show that requires constant remodeling and set design, makes me wonder if this area is older than the rest. Dressing room. Look! A camera!
Perhaps we can use this to communicate with audience members outside.
Would they really allow that?
Maybe if you lean closer, the audience will be able to see that pimple on your hairline. Hey! I do not have a pimple! How do you get a pimple on the hairline? Don't worry, it's not very noticeable. Especially since the camera's not even on.
Oh.
Even if it was, it's reality TV. Not to mention we're only live when on stage. I doubt they'd dare anything they don't want shown. Like fake as acting. Exactly. Quiet! The host's private room. I'm sure there could be some incredibly damning information there. If only one of us knew how to pick a lock. Right, do none of you know how to pick locks?
Why would we?
Well, I don't know, you're all criminals, aren't you? Wouldn't it make sense statistically for one of you to know how?
Statistically, no. If that's the case, wouldn't it make sense for you to know how? You're just as much of a criminal as any of us.
The last part's debatable. But yes, I just don't have any of the correct tools with me.
Wait, you actually know how?
How talented! I didn't know cosmetologists could do that. I should have guessed. You seem like the type to have a creepy set of skills like that. Let me guess. What's your crime stalking? What is this sprite? What is this sprite? Poppy, what? What is this sprite? Why do you look so creepy? Let me guess. It's not creepy to know how to get into places others would prefer to stay out of. It's very versatile skill set to have. Regardless, it seems this isn't somewhere we can access for the moment. Well then. Alright, hello Cecilia. Well, it seems you've met quite the party. What brings a flock like you together?
We're just scouting around for now.
Have you found any devious secrets?
Not yet, but I'll keep you posted.
No, you will not. This is meant to be classified, Edwin. Oh, I hope I'm not intruding.
I'll catch you later.
Ta-ta.
Still unconscious, he seems troubled.
Wall plaster posters of atoms flashing. Is this some sort of Hall of Fame for the previous winners? How generous of them to include their smiling faces to motivate us. Almost like a shrine. At least they still include Lynette. Lynette. It's another new name. Lynette.
Who?
Pink hair girl. Last season's winner.
Not surprised you're a fan of this show.
Just a casual watcher. She's less forgettable than all the others. Lots of people upset about her being part of, but honestly a villain character winning has kept it interesting for me.
Villain? She's a real person, not just some character.
If you actually watched an episode, I think you'd say differently. Hats off to the costume department. I'm quite happy with the uniform they prepared for me. How about you? Did you request anything?
Just something normal.
Oh, I'm sorry they didn't follow it. Someone must have missed the note.
Is it really that bad?
So, you hate your getup too?
It's not terrible, just a bit warm.
Could have been worse. Look at me.
What, do you not only wear pigtails and polka dots?
Shut it, desk jockey.
A backpack and stuff. How old is she? Like, she is like smaller than like Sailor. Seems to be a little storage area for extra clothing and accessories.
Perhaps the mirror is only one way. Without that, something's on the other side.
Maybe both guys should smash it. Well, I don't know about that.
There would be a less violent way of checking. See if your fingernails are touching with your reflection. Hasn't that been debunked? Regardless, it's an obvious spot to hide cameras. Who knows what footage they could get off of us and edit it into something else or use as evidence to punish us. We should be careful with what we say. So we shouldn't be talking out loud about sneaking into staff areas and finding out what they're planning. Yeah. Perhaps the mirror also.
Ah, you are a pest. I like Tobin. He's nice. He's nice. Honestly, we've had 5 pairs of... I am still questioning. Like, Vega did kill someone. Elise killed someone. Who was the one I just played with, like, last time? But he killed someone. But that leaves, like, 4.
I think that's about everything worthwhile here for now. We should get a good move out. Interesting. I wonder what kind of commentary this text is supposed to evoke.
Isn't it a bit on the nose?
Would have been much better if it was a grass sculpture. The green would have stood good against all this red. Everything has some kind of purpose behind it. There must be a reason behind its material and placement.
Maybe if you pull out time, something will trigger.
I need a lever! But I didn't think of that!
Wait, Vega. You quickly grab Vega's wrist, dragging them back to the... Oh! They're a they/them! Oh, huh!
Ow, 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 ow! You got something to say, then just use your words, will you?
Crap, sorry. But that's most likely a shocker. I don't think it's worth it to get splashed with water.
I was going to do it in a way that won't get a drop of liquid on it.
Go for it then.
Vega sweats your hand away and continues walking through the water. It was still necessary to point it out before anything happened. It could have gone gravely hurt. Damn, so close. You actually wanted that to happen, didn't you?
Vega pulls on one of the arms of the statue. He doesn't budge at all. No noticeable changes in the lobby either.
This might just be decor, actually. Well, we would have never known that unless we tried. But still, Steve, this has a win.
Coben is the embodiment of positivity. He is. Oh my god.
Dive in and check the bottom house to be extra sure.
Don't.
So, the cat's being a shocker. Is that verified? How did you figure it out? Would have never guessed that myself.
It's still just a theory, but Stulia and I were talking about it earlier at...
So you aren't sure?
Look at those faces! Look at those faces! He has his hands up as always. Yeah, they're just... they're just happy and jolly to be here. While these guys just being... Oh my god, I love this group dynamic. It's better to play it safe. The cup's in a different material than what I'm used to. I also don't see anyone shoot the guy. He did that on his own. Obvious when you think about it. Just wanted to test him, that's all. I'm glad we talked about it as a team. COVID. Okay. Whoever says to be guilty you are innocent, you will be cursed by peoples and denounced by nations. It will go well with those who convict the guilty, and the rich blessings will come to them. You know, this sounds like so weird of a... Like, isn't the entire point to show to pardon the guilty? Why is this statue here? Proverbs 24:24-25. I know Vega said we should look out for ourselves first, but I can't help but worry about that poor fellow backstage. Did you know aloe vera can be a good man's remedy for burns? Yes, it isn't technically a fire burn, but still, it promotes the circulation and growth of bacteria. I do hope they have something like that in the shop. This feels like babysitting at a theme park while you kids run around. Bruh, you look like the youngest one here. Okay, what you up to? That's strange. But really, I thought the confessional with the theater bulbs was a tasteful addition. No, not that. It is one of the few rooms I've seen with a door like this. The walls too. They're thicker here than around the VIP entrance or the backstage rooms. Maybe it's a set thing like you were talking about earlier? You mentioned it all being one big shell. Could be one of those passageways. Or it could be sound moving. We had thicker walls like that where I used to work and they did wonders keeping things quiet. Never would have guessed gardeners out of all jobs were part of the market for these. Well, you learn something new every day. Wait, that's not the only thing, huh? What is it? The slots to insert something to use this. Too small to be used for chips. Most of, if not all, payphones are using coins. Crazy, I know. No, for once he's on stuff. For once? It's weird that everything else is chip-oriented, except this. Did Cupid ever mention curiosity outside of chips? Maybe he forgot? Being on stage can be very stressful after all. I doubt it. He seemed right at home. Seems to be a phone booth shaped like a confessional. The door's bolted shut. Seems only open by inserting something. The slot's too small for chips. A staff member that appears to be a security hand is beside the entrance little bit. Wait! We should stay back. There seems to be a guard posted here. Why, are you nervous? Didn't see any lockers for you to be stuffed into, so you shouldn't have anything to worry about. It's not that! They're standing alert by a restricted area that may hold confessional information about the game itself. If we get too close and are spotted, who knows what they may do to us? Aren't they just guarding that VIP door? Exactly. There's nothing to be intimidated by, Vega. They're just here to do their job. Here, just watch. Hello, sir. How are you doing? Your entry is denied. Well, it's not helping to keep things bottled up like that. Oh, I think you just meant entry to the VIP area is denied.
Oh, maybe it's got a lot of emotional baggage. We should keep bugging them. Buddy, it's okay. You can open up. The guard seems to be ignoring your group. Don't be like that. Stop cohorting with the enemy! Now let's see. How's it we're supposed to get inside? Contestants with a minimum of 20 chips may enter. Oh, I didn't realize you were still listening. Thanks for letting us know. Inferno? Oh, Inferno! It means, oh, I get it now. I don't really get it, but I do like fun. Hope they have coordinators. They were my favorite at fairs as a kid. I don't think this is that kind of fair. One of the mass staff mentioned opportunities to gain chips throughout the show. This must be one of them. You're saying this is some kind of carnival-themed gambling bit? Gambling? Oh, is she allowed to go in there? Seeing that they're completely okay with the possibility of exploding a skull, I assume the legality of me walking in the casino is the least of their worries. How old are you? How old are you again? Okay! Okay! That's Simon! That's Simon! I should have just got it alone. Why is she blurry? Why are some characters randomly blurry? How are the flashing lights and loud noises and fried food smells greeting you? Not great, to be honest. Maybe we should take a bet to see who can here last longer without letting us having a stroke. I'll pass, thanks. Hardly anything decent to eat. The closest thing I can find to my usual diet is fried carface with Capri salad. I wasn't even aware that that was a thing you could fry. I'm surprised by most of the food offerings. They seem better quality than most that was offered to me during my jail time. I half expected you to be accused of being poisoned. Something being labeled beer battered battery acid milkshake is already doing the heavy lifting with that for me. I think the food is poisonous, but that's no secret I have to accuse it of. Yeah. There seem to be average functioning slot machines, close thing to resembling a normal machine. Could that be where that's the coin we're supposed to use on the second floor phone booth? Nah, this one looks too small. But still worth a try. Good eye, Vega. Seems to be a game where you can play higher or lower for chips. I think that's about everything worthwhile here for now. We should be good to move on. Oh! They decorated the bar just for you? But it's just a bunch of nooses! Oh. Help wanted? You think they forgot to take this down? Or maybe they're still in the process of it. Oh, I was saying they're for players?
Staff member mentioned a place to get my chips. Maybe this is what they were offering if gambling isn't this.
That'd be absurd. There's no way they'd allow other contestants to serve one another alcohol.
I don't know. Maybe we might poison each other.
Don't say that. Vegas already paranoid enough. Too late. Even without the bar functioning, I'm glad they found a space to add some sort of greenery and life into the space. Though I do hope they're getting enough sunlight. The snake plant seems to be doing alright, at least.
You think the nooses are just decorative? I really don't think the gallows humor is easy anyone's nose. This is using Eddie's voice line. Another bug. Table.
Oh, I wonder if they'll have any special drinks available.
Don't.
Are you worried they're gonna put something in your drink and our drinks too? I get their gimmicks being paranoid, but they do still have standards.
They're also trying to kill us. I won't exactly put it past them.
Even aside from that, think about it. There's no clocks. There's no way to know how much time has passed between rounds. You could get a few drinks in between games, but then before you know it, it'll be time for the next game. Giving participants alcohol will surely make the game more interesting. It'll lower inhibitions of criminals with potentially found their unruly histories. But you see, this is very obviously a trap disguised as a perk. Taking the edge out before going into a life or death scenario sounds really helpful to someone as jumpy as you. To each their own, but it's your funeral. I'm staying far away from whatever amenities they may offer. Oh, look, a nice little look of privacy. If they bother turning off the neon sign, that'd sure be a killer place to sleep. Too bad every inch of this place is obsessed with insulting my eyes. Shut up, shut up, shut up, look! Whoa! Yes, as you can see, there's... Becca does have a pimple right above their hairline. No way!
No, I don't think Vega actually spotted something. Looks like there's a vent on the ceiling.
Woo! Oh, that's interesting. It could potentially lead through somewhere off limits. And in a concealed space, no less. I don't think the architects are thinking about the layout for a space filled with criminals very well. I don't blame them. The turnaround for building a new set every season can't be easy. I can't imagine their neighbors are being treated well under these circumstances. Maybe we should file complaints on their behalf about the... Would you two shut up already?
Information card received. Bar vent. Are we testing the vent out?
Wait. Before we commit to anything, we should probably scout the rest of the facility first and see if there's any security to look out for. I don't want any of them to walk in on us doing this. I think that's about everything we're about here for now. We should be good to move on.
New info card. Found behind the alcove in the Hangman Bar. Goes down a level. How interesting. That's not information I'm supposed to know, I think. You notice a familiar face in the shop near the counter.
Hey, Bassett, do you think he's here to spy on us?
I think he's busy haggling with the cashier.
Maybe we're not as important as you think we are. Well, he's still the host. Seems like a pretty high status to have him down, to have down here. Who knows what he's planning to do with us? You think the pink balding man will show up in your nightmares tonight? It's not perfectly okay to be scared, Vega. Something natural, nothing to be ashamed of. I'm not scared of him. Edwin, help me out here. Yeah!
You know what? A bit of Vega trust would probably be helpful. I don't know what the deal with Cupid is. He is very much an interesting type. That is right, those masked assistants were trailing right behind him. He's someone important for sure. We shouldn't let our guards down.
Still didn't need seeing him. I did not! But if he's important, that means he has answers, right? If our goal is to learn more about the show, why don't we ask him directly? Do you even hear yourself? The Death Game host being honest and cooperative is unthinkable. They're all sadistic, bloodthirsty, backstabbing weasels who...
You know I can hear you guys from here, right?
I'm not associated with them! Edwin, why don't you do the talking?
What? Why me?
Well, you're the leader, aren't you? Wow, quick turnaround. Alright. Well, right now I'm getting black cats. If the shopkeeper weren't being so damn greedy. No, not. What's your plan for the show? What's your game here? You have to ask production on that. I just have the call sheet. You know, most people open the conversation with hi or hello, right? Then why host the show? Are you truly here just to follow orders from us controlling everything? Yeah, that's typically what a job is.
You know what? Elevator hitch seems like a big inspiration for this one.
Most jobs don't include pointing a gun from a demon's throat at people just to watch them squirt. If I wanted to watch people suffer, I would have just watched the show. Sorry to disappoint, but if you're looking to talk with a showrunner, you're talking to the wrong guy. However, if you're looking for an autograph, I've got discounts on them right now.
Nah! Everyone in unison. This is the first time 4 characters have said something at the same time.
You mean stand back? I didn't do anything. But he seems like a very healthy fellow. I don't think he's just showing his brain on his own like that. Oh no, something was done to him. It just wasn't me.
I saw the marks on his wrist. Electric burn, right?
Production controls the punishments then. Protecting the host, probably. Didn't want him to knock his fake teeth out. If they were doing that, I doubt I'd be in the position I'm in now. But they were broadcasting, and he was acting volatile.
You put a bunch of criminals in the same room and flash lights at them. The hell do you think was gonna happen?
I don't control that either. Complaints are a lighting department. But you gotta admit, it's pretty good theatrics. So are you truly not that important in the grand scheme of things? Who really is? Very wise, puppy.
Seriously, why is Cupid, like, oddly drawn slightly differently? I'd argue being the host is pretty solid position, but if you want to be Mr. King, please make your way to the dressing room. Shooting will begin again momentarily. I'd really love to continue chatting, but duty calls. Try not to take too long with whatever it is you're doing. We're behind schedule enough as is. Cupid gives your group one last judging look before heading out to the shop. Why is Vega blurry? So bothering! Too bad that blanket's out of my price range. Do you really plan on spending all your time sleeping between games? What else is there to do? An autograph poster from the host for free is quite a generous deal. Still a bit too expensive for my taste. What? 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 No one here is like a Cupid. You seem rather concerned with keeping us separate from this shop, attendant. Probably an issue with fast music that was trying to rob the items for chips. Or there's something behind the counter that I'm meant to see. I can't go left. Okay, so if I hold left and move down, I very briefly, for one frame, look to the right. Because the down sprite doesn't exist! Why is there no down sprite? The cashier is protected behind a thick transparent barrier. There's a small opening at the bottom you can use to exchange chips and a drop box below the window. Choose where your purchase and receive items listed on the menu. Oh, wait! A soul? Wait, hold up. They already went through here? Those guys already robbed the place? Like really? Already? When? Shouldn't we be like in the middle of their robbing? Like, huh? What's the timeline here? Alright, this still doesn't work. Someone actually bought a 20-chip item? Has the first aid kit too. What a relief. Profits for the guy in famous. How reckless can they be to spend on something that costly before interviews are even done? Were they even paying attention during introduction? Without a word, Poppy placed some of her chips on the shop window. What are you doing? What does it look like? You can't just march right up and buy things like that. Why not? I mean, you can, but as I just said, the chips are like our lives. Shouldn't you think more critically before spending it? That's all I ever need. What did you get, Poppy? Ah, it suits you. Good choice, honestly. Don't encourage her. What are you getting them? Yeah, honestly, like a sleep mask in such a vibrant, bright place to be able to sleep is like, yeah, that makes sense. Glad you asked. I'm saving up to get something that really matters. The only thing worth noting on the menu is obviously the fan message. Really? Thought you would prefer the soup. This is another case. Not?
It'll obviously be bugged with secret cameras scattered in every inch of that space. I'd rather explain to the others directly what I'm trying to accomplish than clear my name, then spend all my savings and set foot into an obvious scam.
Seem confident they'll listen to you.
People watch the show because they're curious about who we are, how the stage works, what the next game will be. And when you're curious, you tend to get attached to those who can directly provide you the answers. Speaking like if there's any guarantee they'll actually air. That seems to be everywhere. Wastes everyone's time. Nothing's wrong with being thorough. I have things to say about that our next course of action should be, but I'd be smarter to share them with no staff members present.
Does the shop hallway work?
That'll do. If there's nobody manning the bar and there's no cameras within the Akalov, it should be safe to explore it. There weren't any rooms north of the bar that we had access to, meaning the event likely leads to somewhere off the limits.
Like a janitor's closet.
Exactly!
It was meant to be a dig, but it might be even sadder that you got excited by that.
It's not what's the closest that could be exciting, but where could that lead to? The staff-only areas connect with one another. If we find a closet, it may lead to a break room. And that break room could lead to the show and a worker here, or where the show's analytics are stored. The Custodian's closet is the first step of what could become a grand conspiracy. I never usually were so passionate about janitorial duties. Still, perhaps we're missing something. Maybe another suite would be advantageous.
If we have to walk around and dig through every little corner again, I'm ditching. The worker that was following around Cupid on the stage mentioned things we're still being set up.
So you're suggesting we should wait until the producers are ready before we begin trespassing? That's very thoughtful of you.
No, I'm suggesting if you want to break in, we shouldn't put it off. If the workers are busy setting up the area, then they'll be pulled away from other responsibilities. There's a chance things could become more busy once the bar is working in order.
Ah, look at you, it's starting to sound like an actual building. Anyway, I thought the leather jacket was trying to compensate. Good point. We'll do a quick sweep to see what's on the other side.
Alright. Let's get going.
Help one. So, how are we supposed to open the vent? I've carried a lot of bagged soil, but I don't think I'm strong enough to vent metal yet. But this type of task is exactly why I wanted you in the group. Can't you at least try?
I might have something.
Why? Got any ideas?
Well, I've got a crowbar and...
You didn't think to tell us? Where'd you even get something like that? You couldn't have possibly smuggled it in.
It dropped out of the slot machine in my cell.
So that's the lucky charm they issued you with? I suppose giving their brute character a blunt weapon like that would make it for interesting TV. In any case, it's absolutely something we could use to our advantage.
That reminds me, what did you get?
Let's focus on the task at hand. Avoiding the question. Now, figured, it doesn't sound very fair. I'm sharing only when it becomes relevant, and that's final. Now get to it! We don't have much time! That'll do. Alright, Poppy, you're up.
What?
You know.
Pega awkwardly gestured towards the vent entrance, looking back and forth between it and Pop.
You want me to go in there? Yeah, Pop is the muscle, you're the scout. That's why I approached you guys, remember? Oh, I figured it was because everyone else thought you were annoying and were avoiding you. That too. Fine. Give me a boost. Be quick. Try not to be too lackadaisical about it. If I get caught, I'm telling them you told me to do it. Problem. Jesus Christ, you scared me. What is it? Did you get caught? Nah, nothing that exciting. I found a room, but I just can't get the vent from the other side open. Oh, do you need to borrow my crowbar? Scoring a free weapon I can swing around at unsuspecting passerby sounds tempting. But there's no way I'll be able to use that. I need someone strong to come with. Fine. Let me go in first. You can give me directions from behind. What a gentleman. You're gonna take a left right here? Thanks. Do you see what was on the other side at all? Not really. It's pretty dark in there. Smelled like a hospital, though. A hospital? Why, you scared of doctors or something? No, nah, it's just... Why would they have a hospital here? They clearly aren't using it to help the contestants. Ah, you're starting to sound like Bigot. You were close to being tolerable with crowbar stamp, but it's losing steam. I'll try to tone down. Maybe it's for the staff. Huh? Hospital. Maybe it's in case any of the staff get hurt. Think there's any stuff we can snag from there? Stealing from a medical unit? That's cold of you, bell guy, even for a criminal. 20 chips for a medkit is steep. And I'm sure it's bad enough they'll get their staff to an actual clinic sooner than they would us. That is, assuming they have benefits. Another left. Oh, thanks. How much do you think they get paid, anyway? I assume a lot, considering that what they're being asked to do. Of being stuck down here with us. That too. Why are you interested in the blind? Why? Are you interested in the blind? That wouldn't be too bad a gig. Do you think they hire convicts? If the winner can try for it. The winner? Do you not plan on winning? It's here. Yes, you were right. It does smell like a hospital. Ladies first. Yeah. Press straight repeatedly to open the vent open. Is this... Nice to see they've prepared at least. Definitely not a hospital then. Oh, this is a mortgage! This is a mortgage! Oh! Still bizarre seeing a mortgage. Alright, I half expected them to just leave our bodies to rot whatever they found. Information card received. Mortgage. A mortgage with the purpose of storing the deceased contestants' bodies. Alright. Check it out. The vent you dropped down from is right above. We should check everything out before heading back. Do you think we should check out where it leads from here? As much as I'd love to fulfill Vega's every wish and dream, I prefer just grabbing what we can from here and be here before ditching. Fair, maybe later. Second. Hey, over here. Ah! That's for boating. Brutal ball! Look, there's one for Lackadaisical Best too, and one for Parent Cosmologist. These are ones for each fruits. That's cute. They're unlocked too. How screwed up would it be if we opened it and our own bodies were in there? Suddenly, I am reminded of Cold Front.
Okay, well now I want to check. Now I have to check.
Seriously?
Okay, yeah, empty.
Did you actually think you'd find something in there?
The thought of it was freaking me out. I would have been able to leave without knowing I'd be thinking about it all day.
Hey, wait, what about the ones we got stuff that got stuff on it?
You mean the clipboards? I don't recognize the roll on it. You think these are the people that died during the preliminary rounds?
Looks like it. Check this out.
Participant 1B, deceased. Elias. Round 1, roulette. Incident report, player elimination. Cause of death, gunshot wound. Animal summary, gunshot wound 1, fatal. Gunshot wound entering through anterior midline scalp and exiting right posterior scalp. No projectile recovered. Participant 2A, deceased. No Elias again? Oh hey, Bud. Preliminary rounds. Roulette. Is a report player disqualified. Tampering of equipment. Huh. So that's actually interesting. There is a way for both to die. If you tamper with it after you win, which is kind of stupid. Cause of death, gunshot wound. Gunshot wound 1. Fatal gunshot wound entering through the right posterior midline scalp, partially exiting left exterior scalp. Partial bullet recovered from left exterior scalp. Participant 2B. Oh, wait! There was 1A, 1B, 2A, and 2B. So 2A and 2B died. So the second set both died. Roulette. Instant report, player disqualification, tampering of equipment. So both of the second group tried to tamper with the equipment and got shot. Gunshot wound. Non-fatal gunshot wound entering through lateral left knee and exiting interior left knee. No projectile recovered. Gunshot wound 2. Instelia. Mushroom bullet recovered from the side right upper abdomen. Whoa! Okay, so there were 7 deaths in the preliminary rounds. So we know that 1A, 1B got out, which is one of which. Who is the other one? It's either Vega or Elise or Manetsky, I'm guessing. So both of Group 2 died. So this is Group 6. Elias. Round. Preliminary roulette. Instant report, player elimination. Cause of death, gunshot wound. Anatomical surgery, gunshot wound 1. Potentially fatal gunshot wound entering through left lower abdomen. Relatively intact bullet recovered from the right lumbar region. 2. Non-fatal gunshot wound entering through right hip anterior and exiting through right hip hypotemenor. No projectile recovered. Gunshot wound 3. Potentially fatal gunshot wound entering through the lower abdominical region and exiting through the posterior sanctum. This is not listed on the paper. Bullet penetrates through small interstate and lumbar vertebrae. No projectile recovered. How did this guy get shot so much? Fatal gunshot wound entering through right interior axillae and exiting posterior right axillae. No projectile recovered. Graze wound? What is the graze wound? Above bro, 1/2 x 3/4. Graze wound 2. Below left interior axillae to 1/3, 1/4. Oh my god. So, 6B died pretty gruesomely and got shot quite a lot. Both of Group 2 died, one got killed, the other got killed from 6, what is 8? Roulette, incident report. 8A. Planetary roulette. Incident report. Player. What does it say? Player elimination. Causes death, gunshot wound. Fatal gunshot wound entering left neck and exiting through right posterior neck. No projectile recovered. 10B. Wait. Okay, hold on a sec. 10B. 10B. 8B. 6A. That's 6. Shouldn't there have been 7 total deaths? This is already 10B, the last one, last group. But, like, this is impossible. Shouldn't there be 2 groups that died together? How did this happen? Oh, 10A also died. Huh. Wait, hold on. What is... Oh, wait. What is this? Round 1, roulette. Instant report. Player contravention. Refusal to proceed to game area. Cause of death. Excited delirium. Aha, so they just didn't move on and died for it. Wow. Autopsy reports. Can we open the trays? Locked. Ah, did you want to gog at bodies or something? No, nothing like that. Guess it's just weird knowing there were other contestants. Like, there's a chance we would have met them if things turned out differently. At least they weren't alone. Even if we never met them, they got the decency of dying with somebody else. No, they'd only known each other for a few minutes. I'm sure they still appreciated it. Guess so. Inventory around player autopsies. The autopsies of players that died in the preliminary rounds. Participant 1B. Ah. Interesting. That's weird. What is? These files in the contestants include their medical information. Guess it's not for them to keep tabs on any health conditions they have. Yeah, but why keep them in the mortgage? Is there anything worth knowing about in these? Without the grand conspiracy Vega was talking about includes whether or not anyone here has asthma. Actually, hey, let me look at theirs. I want to see if there's anything embarrassing. Doesn't have anybody's name. It just says participant 1A and stuff. Damn, well, is there anything worth making fun of? Give me a sec. Participant 1A damage to thyroid. One of them has a chronic styphoria, whatever that means. Participant 10A, history of heart conditions. Huh. That's all I can really get from it. It's a lot of medical jargon. I forgive you. There probably wasn't much I could riff off of anyways. Any medical supplies you were hoping to steal? No. If you're an actual doctor looking through this, could find something useful, but it all looks the same to me. Guess the equipment for examining a dead body isn't as in line to examining a live one. Who would have guessed? There's a date marked on there. It's currently Friday. I can't seem to interact with it. Alright, take a look. Did you find something gross? No, but there's a spreadsheet open. Yeah, I prefer if you find a brain or something. So I was right. Only 3 people actually killed their opponent. Which would be Maneki as one of them. Huh. You suddenly feel the back of your throat choke as you hear voices fast approaching from down the hall. Uh-oh. I thought he was leaving. He just had a going away party last week, didn't he? Nah, I started gambling again on this proposition. Crap. Let's go. Let's go! Poor bastard. At least they were open to rehiring him. Right, hired. But yeah, he's damn good security. See what I offered again, even with his habits. Maybe even because of those habits. Eddie? Are you listening? Eddie? What are you doing? Come on! We need to go. I was saying that! No time! Did you hear that? Hear what? I could have sworn I heard a trade, or have heard the trade, or... Ooh, spooky. We were trying to get out to sneak revenge on their prison guards. Ugh, don't even bring that up. This place gives me the creeps. Even if we had a zombie serial killer roaming around the place, I don't think we'd have anything to worry about. It's not like we're the ones who shot him. I've just been on edge ever since management's brought up a break-in. Crap! Has security not fixed that yet? Apparently not. I don't know if they're even sure. Tammy told me there was a missing medkit from the shop. Because for all we know, someone might have just misplaced it. That's annoying. We're already rushed enough as is. I don't even want to guess what upper management's planning. Probably figuring out if there's anyone left they could give overtime too if it isn't already crunching. Hey, if we're lucky, maybe the devil will offer some gift cards in exchange for it. Don't count on it. The door clicks shut as you each hear their footsteps trail down the hall. You still alive? Yeah, I think we're good to leave. Agreed. Information card received. Break-in. Are the clipboards a different pixel size? Why are the clipboards a different pixel size? You have a death wish or something? We saw everything. Let's go. That uses his voice. Oh my god. Honey, we're home. Shh, look. How long have they been there? They arrived a few minutes ago after Vic, Elise, and Bones came in, then left. Oh, so this is what happens when, like, they were, like, with them behind the curtain. Who are they again? The trivial tycoon, nonsensical jokester, and deadly dreamboat. I think they're planning to do something to Sailor's group. Who are they again? You guys really don't have everyone's names and roles memorized yet? I do! Sailor, Rook, and Maneki. They're the dappy goon, loyal as Bristol, and tongue-tied enigma. Do you think the bartender suspects anything? Why do you ask? With all of us whispering and crowded into the shady corner of a bar, I'd say we're pretty inconspicuous. Cobbin's been keeping them busy. But I'm unsure if they were sent here because they were assigned to bartend, or because a camera we missed caught us. Well, if they haven't said anything yet, I hope we're in the clear. We can't be sure. Let's retrieve him before he reveals anything he shouldn't. Cobbin? Hello, I was just talking to the bartender about the drinks they have on offer. Unique you spread. Anything good? Questionable. Yes, that's very nice. We were clearly coming over to get you. It has a flavor I've never experienced in ginger drinks before. Do you know where you source your ginger root? No. Did you seriously order something while I was looking away? What did I say about spending chips? What about the kale? Do you think it stopped mixing well with the average nectar? How should I know? Just take your drink and leave. Yes, let's. Becca took Cobbin away from the bartender and to a corner of the bar. The bartender turns to trouble himself with something else. Oh my god! I assumed it was the key, but on second taste, I'm unsure. Are you guys still talking about that drink? It's weird. I don't think I've ever tasted something like that before. Weird in a good way or weird in a bad way? Bad! You know, suddenly, rotten paradise! Howard, would you three shut up about that? The vents? What did you find in the vents? Did you find the janitor's closet?
If they had a janitor, they're not doing a very good job. It was dusty as hell up there. What was back there? Just a bunch of dead bodies. Very funny. I suppose it was just a dead end then.
No, it's actually a bunch of dead bodies. It was a mortgage.
A mortgage?
There were 20 cabinets labeled with each of the contestants' roles.
To store our bodies?
And perform autopsies.
Ah, but why? That they were catching all of our deaths on camera since they're the ones carrying it out in the first place. Wouldn't an examination of the body be adapted redundant? Especially since it shows an alternative way for executions. Foul play can still run rampant, I'm sure. That, and despite the flashy colors and death traps, this place is still under federal jurisdiction. I can't imagine them being able to kill whatever they want without a proper identification of each death.
We also found several files on each of the contestants that had died in the preliminary rounds.
You did? Oh, so all of the contestants had lost or weren't able to die? Nah. A lot of them died by elimination, but there were some odd ones out. A couple died from messing with the equipment. You did say their name, who they were paired with? Just some numbers in their role.
You have to remember what the sheet says. Participants 1B, 6B, and 10B died from a gunshot wound after being eliminated. Participant 10A died from excited delirium.
Sounds fake.
Participant 2A and 2B died because they were tampering with equipment. And participant 8A died from player elimination, but it had a redacted part, like they were to change the original finding.
Mostly bullet wounds, which isn't surprising, but what's with contestant 10A and excited delirium?
Yeah, that's right. What did the medical sheet say? Participant 10A was also noted to have heart conditions. Yeah.
Likely a heart attack then. Or some sort of nerve damage. I heard some comment on...
Oh, wait! Oh, I get it! He, saw someone get shot, got a heart attack, fell to the floor, and because he didn't go up, he got a shock.
Or some sort of nerve damage. There's the common association for many bodies that have been electrocuted. Where are you hearing this kind of stuff? Aren't you a gardener?
Does explain the burns on the wrist.
And a partner dying because of player elimination, while they died of player confrontation. Even though they had won, they refused to keep playing. And were electrocuted as punishment. With one administering the punishment likely not knowing about any heart conditions.
Or not caring. Cold.
This is great! It is? Don't you see what this means? A player was unlawfully executed despite meeting the requirements of the game. Had they won their round and were punished for not complying, but we're not supposed to die here unless it's via the rules of the game. A punishment and an execution are very different things. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's bad, but even on an autopsy, they reported that it was the player's fault. And they didn't attribute the cause of death to bed and forgive. They attributed it to the player's own health condition. Even though it does make bed and forgive look bad, it certainly isn't showing. But hey, the game with the goal of getting a small chance to having the show be minutely fine, then that was a good effort.
And even that won't happen unless you get that information out. But I doubt they'd air you proudly revealing something like that.
Still something to keep in mind. It's not necessarily the information itself that's important, but that there's information reveals a behavior and frame of mind for showrunners. If slip-ups that degree are possible, who's to say they don't have other things under control? What am I supposed to? Definitely not that. Not that. Not that. Not that. Not that. It feels like they have in control of the wristband. I guess. That's not relevant right now. Alright, never mind. That's right. While we were there, we overheard some of the staff talking about the break-in. The break-in? Who on earth would be trying to break into this place? Not many, I'd assume. Might explain how they were able to do it. Production was so busy setting up the show to keep us inside, we missed someone slipping through the cracks. But why? Staff said a first aid kit was missing. If they were coming here for something like that, wouldn't they have just stolen from a regular pharmacy? Yeah, like a normal person. No, there's definitely here for a separate reason. Perhaps it's a crazed fan, or someone with connection to one of the contestants? Whatever the reason, you should be wary. All contestants, please proceed backstage. Interviews will begin momentarily. Once your name is called, you will be asked to go on stage. There was a big revelation, and a strong first step. We've made good progress today. I hope you'll do it right as to not lose this momentum. So what's our next step after interviews? Well, like I just said, don't lose momentum. And don't trust anyone. Even you? How are we supposed to trust their suggestion that we don't trust anyone? You know what I mean! With that, Vega gets up and takes her way backstage. Not even a thank you. Maybe they just really love interviews. It's probably best if we head out too. I don't want to risk whatever punishment they'll give us for being late. Shoot, but I didn't get to finish my drink. You don't sound very disappointed about it. Maybe Vega left because he didn't have them let them have a taste. Oh no, how careless of me. I didn't mean to exclude them. I should give them the rest. Coben hurriedly follows after Vega with a drink in hand. Thanks, by the way, for helping me out back there. Sorry I froze on you. It's nothing. Even if you did almost screw everything up, it was nice not being sent in there alone. Besides, it's pretty funny to see you act like a deer caught in headlights. Just don't clam up like you did there on stage, and you should be alright. Thanks. Because that'd be really embarrassing. Like, that could be reputation-ending levels of humiliation. Thanks, Poppy. And don't get me started on how that could influence the games, killing yourself, and how you'll be remembered in one blow. Thank you, Poppy. Despite the cutthroat words, you catch a half-hearted smile as they leave, and can't help but feel alright. Lackadaisical Pest. Character card received. Poppy. Huh. Interesting. Well, almost at the end again. Oh wait, I should save this to file 18. Oh, there we go. No contestants is permitted to leave until they finish their interviews. You can see the interview on stage playing live from here. Looks like Benny's out now with Cupid. So I've got a question for you.
think that's supposed to be my job. And how much are they paying to keep it? Don't they usually hire someone who will actually be charming as a host for shows like this? I mean, you're already bawling from how much stack of big values got to the scalp. Just being eye candy our job. Not to mention how fake those losers across the stage are. If this is what makes them cheer, then booing me is a compliment. Continues with Penny and taking us both Cupid and the crowd. Is that live audience I'm seeing? Oh, you weren't there before. That's protocol. They usually test out contestants behave on the actual stage first after they clear their games. Once things are deemed safe for a live audience, they let them in. Thanks to the underdog stunt, it's been delayed by quite a bit. But he also proved how effective the security measures are with these cuffs. Not to mention the entertainment value. Now we get a full experience. How come you sound so sure? You're a huge fan or something? Ugh, nothing like that. Just someone well advised on how production like this works. Quite straightforward if you think about it. Difficult to imagine trapping citizens on the ground in the same cage as more than 10 convicted criminals without some kind of confirmation that they won't bite. You're describing this place like a stew. Fitting, don't you think? Hey, you! You the scumbag that pushed Sailor around? What? What, you think you're tough for threatening a kid? That's it? What? No, I didn't push him around. I haven't talked to him at all during the break. Oh, are you sure? He said one of them was a scary guy wearing all black. I think I'm sure, yeah. Oh. Never mind then. Have a good day. Or I guess, good luck with the interviews? You too. Stupid. He's muttering to himself even as you walk away. Ah, okay, that hurts. That hurts. Does he mean Bones? God damn it, Bones. I don't recall spotting you at all since you dismissed yourself from backstage. Me neither. Up to something bullish, I presume. You know that the rules are exaggerated, right? Well, I may have my doubts. I guess you couldn't be worse than those vile, good-for-nothing miscreants. Who? Trivial Tycoon, Deadly Dream Mode, nonsensical jokester! Even just saying the rules makes my blood boil. Ish, it's not really heated. All they do. The question is what didn't they? There are a lot to ransack my pockets for all I'm worth. Stole from an intimidated young man who'd only wanted to help his friend. If you insist on staying, you're not the role you were assigned, and I advise you to stay away from the likes of them. Seems like something bad went down between the groups while we were investigating. What the hell's wrong with you? Looks like Elise and Sailor are getting in a fight. No. Telling someone to break a rib before a performance is a good thing. Do you just thank for good luck? Everybody knows that, dummy! Never mind. Even after stealing from me, you're still giving me good luck? That's what somebody needs like most, right? I'd be lucky if you just didn't screw me over in the first place. You're a real laugh, you know that, Dodo? Albatross, actually. Same thing. Afraid? No, should I be? Of what exactly? They point towards the gates with their fan. Oh, are you asking if I get stage fright? Oh! I don't think so, no. They hold up a fan with a drawing of a clam on it? No, I didn't climb up before, forget that. How did he know? Tay! How did they know? They use they/them, not he. How did they know?
I suspect Coben may be trying to poison me.
Nah, he just didn't want you to feel left out.
Do you trust his act?
Haven't been given a reason not to yet. You think it's an act?
It just feels like he's trying too hard to get on everyone's good side. Most likely to catch us off guard. Not to mention how his role of being creative could mean just about anything. I don't know what to expect from him, and that makes him dangerous.
We should talk about that during interviews.
Maybe I will.
Did Vega like to drink?
I believe so. They looked nervous about getting on stage and kept fiddling with their glasses. But after tasting it, they yelled, "What the hell is in that?" They got so excited they dropped the glass.
Well, I'm sure it looked their mind up the interviews.
But now that you're feeling, Mr. Ball, you're like a quaky aspirin.
The what?
They're also known as a trembling aspirin. In other words, you look uneasy.
A bit, yeah.
Well, here's what I usually do when public speaking. I imagine my memo.
Is that Mom?
Close. It means granny. Just imagine a loved one that is in the ground. They have to cheer you on and watch as you do a good job.
I'll pass. I think they just made me more stressed out.
Her expression looks bored and completely unimpressed with the setup. You should notice one of her fingers anxiously picking at the skin behind her ear.
Nervous for interviews?
Yeah,
I'm being serious. Do you think they'll
stalk anyone again? Shock anyone?
You won't get punished. They only shocked him because he was acting out of character with his role.
I don't know how lucky days I can be with a live audience booing me.
If it makes you feel better, you've been a real pest.
Ah, really? You mean it?
Total nuisance, yeah. Yeah, those annoying Cupid in the shop, no problem. Just do that again. They'll love it.
That does sound like a lot more approachable. You notice she stopped picking. Aw, how sweet.
I forgot to actually
Check the card.
You're going on stage looking like that? Like what? Something wrong?
Oh, never mind. I forgot that you just that's just what you look like.
Ugh.
Mr. Gates! What do you think about my new style? Can't tell the difference?
Ceo takes a step back and throws around gracefully once. Desperately wanted for a second.
Hair?
Like what you did with the hair. It's more lively.
Why, thank you. Kept everything about me exactly the same as last time we met. Glad you noticed.
Oh.
You cracked me up, Mr. Gates. We're causing any trouble, were you?
What makes you ask that?
You did completely disappear after you left with with MX.
There is... Wait, hold it right here. There is an abbreviation for they/them people that isn't Mr. or Mrs.? What does MX stand for? How do you pronounce it? How do you pronounce MX? This is new information to me. I've been using Mr. or Mrs. for they/them people constantly by accident, but I never knew there was an there was a abbreviation for them for non-binary people, and I never knew. Wow, that's interesting. I never knew that. There's nothing like that, but I appreciate the concern. How did things go for you?
Swimmingly. For me, at least, it seems the flock that was helping Mr. Sandman get a few strikes during the flight.
Why? Did something go wrong?
Some tension between the contestants is all. Takes nothing to ruin their mood. There will be more chips to earn later in the day, after all.
I hear that. Guessing he's involved somehow?
Kan je me ongeveer 5 tot 10 minuten geven?
Yeah. I'm guessing he's involved somehow?
You're quite the detective. While investigating must have helped, yes? I wouldn't trust him much if I were you. I know his type.
I heard that.
Okay, then.
Brutal Ball, please make your way to the stage. Let's get this over with. As you speak past the gate, you see the curtain separating the doorway from the main stage open, filling the corridor with blinding light. Soon followed by a guard dragging Benny off the stage and muffled distant booing. I'm not the crowd for you. So I've heard. Benny gets interrupted by a guard harshly nudging him to the back, stumbling forward. Keep moving. Benny very visibly rolls his eyes.
Well, don't break a leg.
Don't.
I can...
I'll do my best. Brutal Ball, please make your way to the stage. Refuse to comply will result in punishment. I got it, I'm coming. As you get closer to the stage, you hear yelling. From here, you can't tell if it's booing or cheering. And that concludes Chapter 1, Part 1 of Jackpot Crash Course. This has been a very interesting experience that I am thoroughly enjoying. I am very curious on what else we will be seeing in the future of this game, as I'm guessing there will be the Part 2 will probably release in like a few weeks or something, maybe a month. So that will be very interesting to see. I'm excited to play for that, but for now, this has been the 3 routes of Jackpot Crash Course. I will probably be like on my own, finding like small dialogue and Easter eggs and small little other things. This has just been my first playthrough of all 3 routes to see how it goes. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed, and I guess that's that then. See you when Part 2 releases.